Graduated Miami-Dade in 2010.
Shout out Miami-Dade.
Graduated FIU in 2012.
Shout out FIU.
Yeah, a few.
That's then, Miami as fuck. You
that's
what Miami is
with the Southwest hat. You already know.
Yeah, bro, graduated from Southwest. But bro, it was
Shout out Westchester.
What was the question again?
Shit, I don't even know. Shout out Miami.
Ever happened to you? Have you ever gotten hit with like the Mandela effect? One time, have you ever been driving, seen a girl, and then you keep driving, and then it's a guy? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all the time.
Bro, wait, what?
Yeah, the Mandela effect. You don't know nothing about that. Mandela effect.
You see a girl, and then you look again, and it's a guy?
Yeah, bro. You haven't seen that? You never seen that?
What is Mandela
That's
effect?
never happened to you? That you think you see something, and when you look again, you see the complete opposite thing. You're like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Well, nowadays with LGBTQ, you never know.
Bueno, hey, tú sabes. Cada uno con su tema. Cada loco con su tema.
But nah, I don't know. I've never noticed that.
It happens.
All right. Well, yeah. So,
yeah, it's on.
So,
we're on like Donkey Kong.
So today we got Mr. Red in the building.
Que vuelta.
Shout out to Mr. Red.
Oh shit, the buzzer, dude.
You already
What's
know.
What's up, guys? The Miami Hustle. Que vuelta.
Que hola. How's
chilling,
life?
bro. Life is good, man. Life is lately it's been trafficy. A lot of traffic.
Were you born and raised in Miami? Have you been dealing with this traffic your whole life?
Yeah, bro. Born and raised here since '88. Been driving since I was 16, and it's been a fucking nightmare. Ever since. It used to be a lot more calm, dog, but ever since like COVID, I don't know. I guess that did it. Ever since COVID, that shit did it. The shit you used to be able to drive and traffic was like you knew where traffic was. Now like you get the traffic, like for instance, dog, if traffic used to start there, now it starts over there. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Yeah.
It's just it gets worse. It's getting worse.
It could be 12 o'clock. It doesn't matter. Any highway that you go on.
We can talk about traffic all day.
100%.
There's traffic all day. Look at all the traffic right there. Look. Look at those guys right there.
Sure. And then they hand out licenses for free out here apparently. So.
If you know somebody, you pay them $50, you can get an ID.
I think that's how.
A fake one or a real one, depends.
If you pay $70, you skip the line at the DMV. I know a guy.
Bullshit. Nah, dog. See people getting into fights at the DMV.
I avoid the DMV at all costs.
I haven't been in years.
Have you lived anywhere else?
I've lived in Winter Park, Florida. I've lived in Michigan, Nebraska, Colorado. I've lived in...
Damn, bro, you've lived in a lot of places.
Yeah, bro. I lived in LA for a little tiny bit. But
were you traveling for work or why were you moving to
I was in Nebraska
places?
living I got a scholarship when I graduated from high school to play baseball. I graduated from there, and then I was dating a girl at the time, and with her I ended up moving to Winter Park, Florida. So I lived there for about 1.5 years, 2 years. Then I moved to Michigan. I lived in Michigan for about 4 years.
What were you doing in Michigan?
My dad had a stroke, bro, and we just had to change of life, dog. Just went out there in the boondocks. Straight up. My dad's from like Campo, Cuba, and it was the closest, not the closest thing, but...
Shout out to the Cubans out there.
Michigan.
Shout out to Cuba.
Bro, cold weather. The problem that he had, he needed to be in like a cold climate. It helped. The hot weather at the time was like bad. So we just went to a cold place, bro. The land was cheap, so whatever,
Sure,
dude.
I'm sure it's a lot.
But anywho, bro, I lived up there, California, Colorado.
So you've seen it all.
But I always come back home, bro.
Yeah,
There's
I was gonna
nothing
say
like Miami,
your
dog.
comedy is very Miami. You know, I feel like a lot of people from Miami can relate to what your comedy is. So why is it that you've lived in all these places, but Miami is still like?
Nah, bro, I lived in those places because of life and just things that's where life took me.
Are those places not as funny as Miami? Are they?
Nah, straight up, most of those places are boring, bro. Like, if you grew up you're born and raised in Miami, bro. Like, any city that's not Miami, that's not a city, dog. Like, bro, I've lived in cities where total population is 1,300 people. Like, I go to the gas station and they know that I'm not from.
No way.
And they know that they don't know my name. They've never seen me before, and they're asking me where the fuck are you from and
That's
who
crazy,
are you,
bro? There's more kids in school,
brother.
For real, right?
There's
I've lived
there's
in
schools
places-
that have 2,000 kids.
I never thought in my life that I would ever see like like racism, and I've seen racism. Like I've lived it, and I've had to adjust. Like
They're racist against you?
no, man, I've never seen in Miami, Florida. Like I've never had to deal with racism. I've never had to deal with it.
In Miami, you don't do
No,
it.
like in general, me being a Cuban American white male, and the way that I look with red beard and white hair, I look like a white boy. So when I'm in like a place like like a Nebraska or whatever, the first time I remember that I ever went up there, the minute I went to the gas station, and I told them back then I played ball, so I was like, let me get a can of dip, let me get Copenhagen Long Cup, please. And whenever I said that, they're like, you're not from around here, are you? I'm like, no, sir. How do you know? It's like, I can tell by the way you talk. And it's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to change the way I talk then. Yeah, bro, like immediately, and you could see the way that they look at you. Like, they look at you, and it's like they know that you're not from there.
Yeah. We played ball in Lakeland, and they told us, oh, you guys have a Miami accent.
Yeah.
Like, do we?
We don't see it because, this is our environment. But, bro, 100%, a million. Bro, I play Call of Duty, dude, and people call me Mexican.
How do you feel about being called a Mexican?
Viva la raza, what do you want me to tell you, dog? Like, I have no problem that they call me a Mexican, but it's like, it goes to show you, like, how the things are, bro. Like things are the pinga. Like, people, ignorance.
Well, especially in playing Call of Duty, I feel like kids
Yeah,
that
super toxic.
are behind like a screen
Super
and headphones,
toxic.
they're just wild. They say whatever with no
They
consequence.
do, bro. They do.
No consequence.
They say the craziest shit, bro. Sometimes I pick up the phone, like, bro, who the fuck is this kid's mom, bro? Like, who are these kids' parents, dog?
For real.
They say some shit sometimes, like, what did I just hear, bro?
So throughout you just traveling so much and living in different places, when did you pick up comedy? When did it become a big part of your life?
2017. I started doing all this shit 2017 when I came back.
Where were you at in life in 2017?
I was working at Baptist in surgery.
You had already graduated college?
Yeah. Graduated Miami-Dade in 2010.
Shout out Miami-Dade.
Graduated at FIU in 2012.
Shout out FIU.
Yeah, a few.
That's Miami as fuck. You
and
That's
then,
what Miami's
with the
against.
Southwest hat. You already
yeah,
know.
bro, graduated from Southwest. But bro, it was
Shout out Westchester.
what was the question again?
Shit, I don't even know. Shout out Miami.
Nah, he said something like, how was it?
No, we're starting your comedy.
Oh, the
2017.
comedy. Nah, I didn't start until I
Like,
graduated
where were you
from
in 2017?
I graduated from FIU 2012. I was already working at Baptist. I worked there till 2016. I quit in April. I moved. That's when I moved with my dad, and then I got back in the middle of 2017, like almost 28, like end of 2017, and that's when I started social media. That's when I started making videos, and that's when I started.
When you
on my
say you
shit.
started social media, do you mean that you created a social media account just for
No,
comedy?
I always had one, but I was
Okay.
never public. Like I would only post like personal shit, private page. I was a normal person. I was a normal page, whatever. And then I got back, from Michigan, quit Baptist. And then I said, all right, full-time social media. Nothing, bro. And all I did was just become more like, bro, to me, social media was like, that light's gonna fucking fly, I feel.
It's happened.
And it's about to go right now.
Nah,
We're
it's
saying
all-
it's
it's
gonna
all
happen,
good,
but...
bro.
You're manifesting it.
So,
Shit happens.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying with the fucking light.
You quit
Social
Baptist.
media.
So social
then
media,
went
bro,
into
nothing,
social
bro.
media.
I quit Baptist, and I
That's-
started 2017. I just started a regular page, dog, and then...
Tell me about that decision before we get into it, because like I'm just wondering, you have a good job at Baptist, but you decided to quit to start this social media thing without knowing like where it's gonna take you.
Yeah.
Why was that? Like, what
How the
made
fuck
you
else are you
take
gonna
that
learn, dog?
that jump?
How the
take
fuck
that
else are you
leap?
gonna learn? Who the fuck around me was I gonna ask about social media? Everybody around me is looking at me like, "¿Qué pinga esto? What is this shit?" And I'm looking at it, and I'm seeing something that nobody else is seeing. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking, showing it to him, and I say, "What the fuck is that? You looking at this shit with the fucking phone?" It's like, all right. Couple months go by, and then that same person that I showed it to is like, "This, look, you see this?" And it's like, "Yeah, I see it.
Sure.
I see it."
Yeah, 2017.
Remember what I showed you 6 months ago? Look at you now, boy. So nothing, bro. I saw something, and what I saw, I ended up following. The first people that I saw was King Batch. So while I was living in Michigan in a basement, straight up, like fucking on myself with my dad, I found myself for months, hours, days, just looking at this one guy's page, just going through his fucking page, bro. Papa.
What platform is King?
Instagram.
Okay.
King Batch is the original Viner, dog. That's the original fucking like skit guy. He's the one that It started that, and he started a crew, and his crew was like Rudy, Daystorm, Logan Paul. Bro, all those guys were part of his crew. Hannah Stock and Lele Pons, Anwar, Tonyo Skits worked with them. Pat D. Lucky worked with them. W.H. Lely, Hannah Stock, bro, everybody. The biggest influencers in the world. Like everybody that I just named. If you put all of them together, they have over 500 million followers combined. But back then, these guys, they were all like at 4, 5, 6, 7 mil. But it was like 10, 12 of them, all in those numbers. But they were all just collaborating. So nothing. But when I saw them doing that, that's how I like fell into this. I saw what they were doing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're working with people making funny shit. And I saw myself, and I'm like, bro, I would love to do that, but like the way I grew up, the way I saw my life in the Hispanic culture with the Cubans and you know, my like Hialeah and all the shit that I grew up with, the sayings and all the shit. He was doing it for the urban community, and I was like, bro, this is no different. I could do this for the Hispanic community.
Yeah, put your own spin on it.
And that's what I did. That's literally what I did. And nothing, bro, here we are, like 5 years later. It started off as a fucking joke. What started off as rant videos, me making fun of like friends and friends of mine that we were in group chats. They were talking about their weekends and whatnot, and I just started making rant videos, making fun of them. And then they would tell me like, yo, post it, and I'll be like, no, bro, I was never about social media. So they were like, post it, and I'm like, no. And then one day I was like, fuck it, did it, boom, bro. And like that's how it just started, dog. It was just something, and then something happened, and I was like, let me try it again. And it's always been like, let me try it again. I've never felt like I've made it anywhere. The other day I go to fucking Advanced Auto Part, bro, and some guy starts following me around the fucking auto part store, and I look at him, and he's like, "Hey, you the guy from the Tik Tok, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, how are you?" He's like, "You famoso? You famous now?" And I'm like, "Hey, nah, I'm just I need rain next, dog." And he's like, "No, man, I see you. How many followers you got now?" Bro, and like, bro, people sometimes they're funny, bro, but it's those type of people, bro, that make going out for fun, I guess.
But you are Miami famous at this point, so it's gonna just keep happening more and more.
I guess.
You say you don't consider yourself like known or famous, but so at what point would you consider yourself known and, you know, like I made it type of thing?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know.
So what are you trying to, when it comes to like that next big thing in comedy, are you all about stand-up? Are you trying to get let's say a role in a movie?
I'm about I like
yourself?
Screenwriting, bro. I like writing
Okay.
in general. I started doing stand-up because of COVID. I never thought of myself doing stand-up ever. But I got into stand-up because COVID fucked up like the social media branding and all that shit. Like all the deals and everything for content creators, like they pulled out 100%. Everybody pulled out. Nobody knew what was gonna happen right after COVID. So it was like weird times. Everything was floating in the air. No deals were signed. No contracts were being sent. No emails were coming through. Like no conversations about any potential work, and things got stagnant. And that's when I was like, looked at my manager and I was like, yo, I did this one thing like 2 years ago. I didn't like it, but there's nothing else to do. I mean, we might as well do this to give it a shot, bro.
What was it?
And stand-up.
Okay.
And I brought it up, and his eyes lit up, and he was like, let's go, bro. And bro, a week later, we had a deal with the Improv. We had a show, sold the show out in 24 hours. And bro, ever since then, it's just been like, that's what it's been, bro. I've never expected anything from anything. I've always just been like, let's see where this goes. But again, like I told you guys in the very beginning, like a minute ago, the goal of me growing up, like I never looked at myself and was like, oh my God, I want to be a stand-up comedian. I'm like, oh, I'm there. No, it's not. Like, it's not. Screenwriting.
What do you mean screenwriting?
Movie making, filmmaking,
So like
cinematography,
creative director, like
acting,
when you do these skits, you're basically the
every
mastermind.
facet of production.
Yeah.
I enjoy the back end of production, I would say, a lot more than I enjoy the front end. I got into the front end because nobody would do or say like what I wanted, what I was thinking in my head, and then I was like, I'll do it. But bro, I enjoy so much being behind the camera, like working, directing, screenwriting, and writing something and watching what I wrote come to life, and then watching it not only come to life, but watch the story unfold exactly how I wrote it, and like seeing the beauty in it. Like, dog, since I was a kid, bro. When I was a kid, I was sick. When I was about 11, I got sick. I had fluid around my heart and my lungs, and I had to basically stop playing baseball, stop doing everything that I loved. I was homeschooled from 6th, 7th, and to the middle of 8th grade. So And when I got back to school, I had to take the elevator. I was taking prednisone at the hospital for a year. I went from 150 pounds to 275 pounds at 14 years of age. So, bro, I looked like a fucking blimp. I was super self-conscious. I still have stretch marks all over, like everywhere. I mean, I work out now and they've gone away, but I have stretch marks all over my body from how much weight I gained. So, bro, growing up for me, when I was sick in the hospital, I spent about a whole entire year in the hospital, in and out for about 12 admissions, and every time I would be admitted, it was about 3 weeks to 4 weeks minimum. 21 days to 27 days laying in a fucking bed. And those 21 to 27 days that I would lay in a bed, and I would be like, I was a child at the time, so I was at Nicholas Children's. Bro, my life, the nurses, all they ever did was bring around the movie cart, and it was movie day. Like, for me, all I ever did was watch movies. So my escape as a young kid sick and going through it was movies. And that's what made me laugh. That's what made me come out of the rut, etc. So that to me was medicine. So that's what I'm giving back.
Yeah.
That's amazing, yeah, because it like all comes back around. And when you did that big leap and just decided to go to comedy, how did it change for you business wise? Where you're like, now how am I gonna, make a business or a career out of this?
Bro, the business has always been like a tough part. I'll be honest with you. When I first started doing this, and I didn't even know that there was business involved with this, everything was beautiful. The minute business got involved with this, things got ugly. It wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't worth it anymore. It wasn't even like, the money comes by itself, bro. If you do something that people like, and if you build a good rep, and if you build a good vibe, and you got good energy behind you, the money will follow. Like, whatever you're doing, people will they'll gravitate to you, dog. And the businesses and the brands and the sponsors and the endorsements will too. And bro, like, listen, we all go through it. What I'm telling you guys, what I told you guys earlier when I got here, what you guys are asking me, nigga, I'm going through that now. Like, I'm now at the point where I'm stopping the ship, and I'm like, let's realign this bitch. Now we're gonna go 100 miles an hour by that direction. Now we got off path a little bit. Like, it happens, dude. It's normal. But as long as you catch yourself and you don't keep going down that crazy road, you're fine.
Yeah, it's like
Just make adjustments.
Exactly.
Make adjustments. That's it.
Little by little.
Minor adjustments, bro.
Pay
You don't have to
attention
change
the
your swing,
details.
dog. You don't got to change your swing, dog. Pero mira, stop dipping the elbow, cuz. ¿Me entiendes? Hands straight to the ball. That's all, bro. Minor adjustments, bro. And it's about consistency, dog. That's it.
Nah, but every once in a while, do you need to take that step back? Look, all right, what are all the details look like? All right.
I do that
Just
shit
from
once
there.
or twice a year, dog.
Okay.
Always. Where I just completely let go and I'm like, I don't want to know nothing about this for the next month.
How long do you think you
A
take
good
off?
30 days, bro.
30 days.
Straight up, where don't talk to me about nothing.
Sure.
I don't want to know nothing. You have to,
just
bro.
reevaluating everything is big. Like in big companies or big corporations, they have every quarter they evaluate their numbers, see what they're doing, see how they could do better, and then continue moving forward. Like you said, 100 miles per hour, but in the right path.
I do the same thing, and instead of with
Like
the
every
company
3
and
months
in
type of
business, I
thing.
do it with my image and with my content. It's my content, bro. I do it with my content. I get bored, dog. Like, I'm ADHD. I get bored fast, bro.
Yo, tell me before we continue on to comedy, because what you said about your story, being sick as a kid, was amazing, and like shout out to you for going through that and getting through it. And I want to know, like, when you were, how old were you? You said
I was 11, 12.
11, 12. How was that comeback for you? Like when you I guess when you were fully cured and you
Bro,
were,
you know, dog, like,
because you told me you played baseball and then you actually played baseball in college. So I'm thinking,
the comeback was difficult. I took a 3-year break, and I literally went from graduating Riviera, from coming back from out of the hospital, to walking on freshman year and just trying out without having played baseball for the last 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah, nah.
It's something
So I
legit,
end up making the team. I made the freshman team first, and then the very next year I got bumped up to varsity, and then I was my first year I almost made the cut for all day. I got bumped out by one. I got honorable mention.
You were a stud, bro.
I was good.
None of this is easy for the
My
ones that
first
don't
year
play
was-
baseball and are listening. This shit is not easy. Like there are kids that didn't go through what you went through when they were 10, 11, 12. They were out there on the field. Like I'm one of those.
I hit 490 in high school. I made honorable mention all day. That got me heated, honestly.
Fuck, bro.
But yeah, bro,
that's super impressive. What position?
Bro, I started playing third, and my coach Rodriguez, like, I had a good arm, dog, but I was wild. So my coach was like, "Yo, you can't play third. You're committing too many errors." So he's like, "But we need you to hit. So you gotta play first. You gotta learn." So he made me a first baseman. This motherfucker would hit fucking fungos from the pitcher's mound to first base at me, 120 mile an hour line drives, cuz Pablo scooped the ball into the other, some Cuban guy. Hey, you gotta have balls, cojones. One of those guys, bro. Reynaldo Rodriguez, I'll never forget him.
Reynaldo,
But bro, it was brutal, dog. Like straight up coming straight from middle school, getting put right back into school, and then jumping to high school, which is now like a complete environment change.
Yeah.
And now like, dale, juega pelota. Like, fuck, I gotta remember, like, okay, bro, but everything worked out, bro.
How were you able to get back in shape when you
Bro,
got
little by little,
so-
dude, I started going to Fit Kids. The minute I got out of the hospital, after the year was over, that we finally, like, everything, like, the reoccurrences stopped happening. I started going to the gym because I was really heavy and I was like complejado as fuck. I started going to the gym, started going to Fit Kids. Bro, I'll never forget, Diane, I think her name was Diane. Diane, the lady that owned it, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I got her name wrong. But anyway, she gave me the membership up, started playing racquetball, started working out at like 10, 12,
yeah,
13.
like a true Cuban.
Yeah, I started working out. Bro, and I ended up as a kid, started smoking the old people playing racquetball. I got really nasty at racquetball. Started losing all the weight. I got I ended up getting fucking super in
Hey,
shape.
shout out to racquetball.
Yeah, bro, shout out to Fit Kids, dog. Straight up. I will walk there from my house, ride bike there from my house. Like, bro, whatever. I wanted to, I guess when you asked me, like, it was tough, bro, but how did I stick it through? How did I persevere? Look, bro, what I was going through was jamon compared to, like, what a lot of other people are out there going through, but it's all a mindset, dog.
So you think the trauma that you went through in the hospital said, like, oh shit, this is driving me, like, I gotta
No, bro, but
change.
it's not that that's what it does, but once we finally discovered like what was the cause of everything for the better, everything happens for the better. Like, it taught me at a young age, like, how to eat very healthy. I became very, very health-wise at a young age. Like, I started eating clean, dog. Like, bro, I haven't had straight up, I haven't had fast food. I haven't had soda. I don't drink alcohol. I don't eat anything fried. Bro, I don't eat anything bad, bro. Like, I don't eat bad food.
That's hard to do because bad food, it becomes addictive.
It is.
Well,
the
for
hardest
me,
thing to do.
it was either eat good food or go to the hospital. So it was like, fuck that. I'd rather eat fucking malanga. It tastes like fucking cardboard, dog. Give me communion paper, man. I don't care. I'm not gonna eat pizza, guy. I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna end up in the hospital, homie.
Sure.
Fuck that. Nah, bro. Then in the hospital, 21, 27 days, ahí, acostado en una cama, Dilaudid, ahí, painkillers. No, bro. Nah.
That's what they told you it was the food you were eating?
Nah, bro. It started off pericarditis, and then pericarditis and then it developed into gastritis and ulcers later on. So then that's when the diet portion came in. I started cleaning on my diet, bro. I haven't had sodas for over 20 years, dog.
Soda's great.
Nah. Waters. This is everything.
I love
you need,
water.
right?
Water's the shit.
But
Straight
a
up.
nice cold Sprite.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can only do that sometimes. My stomach doesn't feel too good after. It feels like bloated.
Nah, bro. But yeah, man.
I feel you though.
So when it comes to comedy, you start getting into doing skits and creative directing. How did you find your characters? Like, I know you got a character that you pretend to be a lady with some earrings.
Yeah, but I
and a
create
bra.
characters dependent.
I want to know, like, when you first did that character, how was it for you? Like, did you feel kind of weird posting that? Like,
No, man, 'cause
thinking about.
I created characters depending on what the audience wanted. I created that character.
How do you know that's what the audience
Who told
wants?
you
Created that character because I couldn't find a girl to do or say
No
what
way.
I wanted her to do or say. When I would tell a girl, like, hey, say this, she'll be like, oh my god, no, man, I sound like such a puta. I'll be like, what are you?
What are you?
But anyways, no. But I would be like, come on, bro. It's like it's a video. No, okay, well, no, nobody's gonna do it.
That's
So then ultimately
play
I
the
was
character.
like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna pierce my ears.
Some Mike Myers shit.
So then I put the
funny as
clips, put the fucking thing on the head, and that's how the character came up, bro. It's just a character I did to hit the female target audience, straight up.
Yeah.
A female character that I envisioned from women in my life, like female role models, female figures, like my mom, my grandmother, my tia, my girl cousin. And then later in life, I would use that character, but I would make her like ex-girlfriends that I had, or some girl that I knew at a job that I once worked, or a girl that I once saw at the gym that said some stupid shit, una loca, whatever. Like, I would use that character. She would just be your typical Miami chick. So she ended up becoming just a female to use as a character, as a female. That's all she is, really. But people see her as a character as Judy. I created her, yeah, but All she was really was a character. Like, she was just a female role to use as a significant other, etc.
Well, shout out to Yuli.
Yeah, shout out to Yuri.
Shout out to Yuli. Yuli's a real one, and he told us that you were the creative director behind the Training Day skit with him. And
Well,
he
no,
said that
no, bro. We both did that shit together. He loves those old school movies, dog, and we had been talking for some time of doing parodies, and that was a movie that he for a minute he talking about doing a parody to it. But no, dude, we all worked on that shit together, dog. Like, I had the idea, we knew the scene we wanted to replicate, and all I did was get the shot. All I did was like make sure we got the shots, dog.
Yeah, he said you made it happen quick though.
Oh
So
yeah, we
with
did.
that,
I have to work fast.
I want to ask you, like, have you ever thought about creating a movie or
Yeah, that's what I told you. That's the goal. Like,
So
that's the vision.
when do you see yourself creating a movie? Like, how far along are you in that? Have you thought about the specific type of movie?
Bro, I just started this past year getting involved in short films, getting involved in like with people in the industry making short films and movies.
Because I thought that was hilarious.
Before I can make a movie, I gotta learn a little bit. I gotta learn some, you know. So maybe next year I'll probably give it a whack.
Fire.
Maybe next year I'll give it my first
You
go.
can for sure do any of that shit.
Yeah, I'll give it my first goal next year. I'll try to do something short. I want to work on a short film first. I have a couple funny ideas, a couple funny scripts.
You need to make the Cuban Austin Powers. That's
That'd be
what
funny,
you need to
right?
do.
You know what was that movie? The radio guy. Remember the
Anchorman?
No, the one on the radio. El Mulatico.
I don't know.
On the radio.
When I show you the picture of that guy, you're gonna go, yeah, bro. No, keep asking me questions. Don't let me stop you.
No, we let the plane fly by.
Oh, the plane.
At what point did social media start like paying you to the point that you didn't need a job? Like, did you need a manager for that, or is that something that you just build with time?
No, I started in the beginning. I started by myself. I didn't get a manager, dude, until about 2 years ago. It's gonna be 3 years now, maybe. Yeah, I'm going on 3 years now. I didn't get a manager until I was about 3 years in, bro. 2020, like right around COVID, is when I got a manager. So I had already been rocking for about 3-4 years, maybe, and then I got a manager.
How's it for you trying to build yourself up with no manager and then still
focusing
on the creative
it's
side?
hard. It's hard because you're trying to look out for your image, do a business deal, and at the same time make sure that, like, you're trying to do so much, bro. It's hard because you're the bad guy, the good guy, and the artist. So I got to tell people, no, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Now I'm an asshole. And then I got to, like, bro, you got to negotiate prices, and these people start beating you down. Then I got to tell this guy, fuck you, bro. What do you think? I'm worth $200, bro? Te va la pinga. So it's like, now you're an asshole, dog. So, bro, it was the best thing that could have ever happened. Like he came in the right time, bro. And I'm very grateful for this, like, for real, bro. Because of this man, I was able to accomplish, like, I was able to evolve from a social media content creator to, like, a public figure in the city. A person in the city that meant something, and someone that can do something good.
No, you came in at the right time. We were talking about it earlier. Like, since COVID hit, like, there's been a shift in, like, how people consume the way that they get their information and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's addicted to their phone. Everybody's staring at their phone.
It's crazy,
And
bro.
if you're a content creator, like, that's the future.
Yeah.
In 30 years, you're not gonna watch TV anymore.
No.
You're just gonna be zoned in. Maybe it's in your head at that point.
Maybe, for
Maybe
real.
it's a
That
Elon Musk
Neuralink
chip
shit.
or whatever.
Dude, I was eating lunch at work, and I get a 30-minute break, and after I finish eating, I try to not be on my phone.
Yeah.
And when I'm around, let's say 70 people in the same room, they're all on their phones, and then when I'm the only one not on my phone, like, the guy next to me asks me
You're a
if
problem.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
Like, are you okay? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm fucking great. Like, are you guys okay?
Yeah, bro.
And it's crazy because it's a lot of temporary satisfactions or temporary feelings, and, like, I feel like it's artificial. It's not real.
It is.
I feel like the feelings that we have that are important are what's going on in our reality in the real world. But it's crazy because we come from times of a flip phone, and we're evolving really quickly as humans. So, like, what do you think is going to happen
Too fast.
within the next 10 years with the way that we're already, like, if evolving was the thing with, like, the monkeys and stuff, we're already starting to look like this. So I guess it works out in your favor if you're not a consumer and you're trying to get people's attention when it comes to marketing and stuff. But how do you see, like, humanity going?
Bro, I think about this every day, but where do I see humanity going, dog? At the rate that we're going now, this is the only perspective that I'm gonna put into play. Bro, back then, if someone wanted to go, whatever. Back then, if there was a war, bro, they took out their fucking blades and they took out their knives and their cannons and they would fuck each other up, right? But bro, we're getting to a point in humanity, not only in humanity, but in civilization now, where the risks are much greater. The knives and the swords are now bigger bombs that could do damages beyond the capability of what we can even comprehend, because we have yet to even see what they can physically do. So we're living in a point where it's very, very sensitive times. So where do I see humanity in 10 years if we don't fucking take care of one another? Not here.
Sure.
Straight up. We're getting to a point, bro, where back in the day, someone had to fly a fucking army to do something, and now all they gotta do is look.
Hypersonic.
So, bro, we're getting to a very sensitive time. I see humanity in 10 years, bro. I see fucking, I don't know, bro, iRobot, dog. Straight up, like, I see this shit getting fucking weird. I see AI being installed in fucking everything, and I don't even want to say that shit. I don't even want to bring that shit up. It's scary.
You believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens? I sure as hell think that there's something else out there.
If the numbers are right.
Do you
The
think
numbers are right,
Do
yeah.
you think they've been on this earth?
Maybe. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah.
I will neither agree nor deny.
Since we're speaking on all this, do you ever think about, is it a coincidence that the Apple, like Apple, your phone, it's a bit in Apple, just like Adam and Eve?
Yeah. Do I think that it's a coincidence on marketing, on play, whatever? Bro, if you want to look at life like that, from that scope, then shit, everything's a game, dog. But what is it? Originally, I think it was, he always considered it Apple. It was Macintosh. And I think a full Apple would have been pretty boring, right? I think he was a genius with just marketing in general, and it just so happened to line up this way later on in life. But
You think it's a coincidence?
I think
No.
it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Why not?
Could be.
It could be,
100%.
right? Sometimes coincidences end up looking like conspiracies.
Sure. You're a movie guy.
Super.
What's the Matrix?
The Matrix?
Talk to me about the Matrix.
Bro, it's fucking zeros and ones.
That's what it looks like when you
Zeros
watch
and
the
ones.
movie.
What does that mean?
Zeros and ones, bro. The Matrix. Bro, the Matrix. So what is the Matrix? What do I think the Matrix is?
What do you think about the Matrix, the movie?
The movie is a
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Uh-huh.
What about it?
How does it parallel to what life is today? Have you thought about that?
Yes. I see the red pill as the people who are trying to break away from 9 to 5, and the blue pill as the people who wake up every day, like if everything's fine, expecting something to change, yet nothing will ever change. So the movie The Matrix is, to me, like the way I resonate with it, it's like either it's like now or never. Like, do you want to fucking be like this forever? You want to go see what's on the other side? Let's go. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's about breaking out of the fucking, what you guys see right here. You see everybody right there? That's the Matrix.
The
bro.
rat
So
race.
so would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Always take the red pill, cuz.
I feel like you took it years ago.
Yeah.
And would you advise others to do the same?
Yes.
100%.
It's, bro, like, bro, when I worked 9 to 5, and I mean no disrespect towards anyone, we've all been there, bro. I was there for many years, and I worked many different jobs, and I tried many different fucking things, bro. But I woke up every day like angry, upset, frustrated, mad. Just not, why am I going here? I don't want to go. What excuse can I come up with? What can I do? Where can I hide at work to not do less, to etc.? Like, that was always what was on my mind, right? So it was like, do I want to keep feeling this way? Like, people talk to me about, yo, bro, you want to go work at Coca-Cola for 30 years? No offense to Coca-Cola, I love you, give me a contract, but no offense at all, but bro, work at a place for 30 years, dog. Like, that means that for 30 years, like,
You're not working on your craft or your gift. That's what I feel like.
you're
And I
working for
feel
someone
like,
else's craft, for
as-
someone else's idea, for someone
Yeah.
else's vision. So if you want to work for yourself, and bro, there's some people that are okay with being that. Like, I know people that are nurses and they love caring for people. They're okay with working on bro, it's fine. Like my wife's in law enforcement. She loves what she does, dog. Am I gonna knock her? No, bro. She loves what she does. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, my thing about The Matrix, the movie, is I feel like the biggest thing is that they take your energy and they make the human energy the most important and powerful energy in the universe, or in planet Earth, I guess, if they're in Earth or whatever. So I feel like it relates to real life and how our energy is the most important thing, and if we're working 8 hours a day for someone else or for something else, all that energy is being given to pay our bills and to make some money, but the energy isn't going towards the right place, which is our passion. And I feel like that's what's important. That's what I think will like guide you in the right direction.
But you know what's crazy? I'm gonna ask you a couple questions right now, and this is gonna tell you everything you need to know. Growing up, when your parents ask you what you want to be in life, right? You always chose an occupation. You never like, because that's the way that we're raised. We're not raised to be entrepreneurs. We're raised, and it's, what do you like to do? Well, figure it the fuck out, because you need to make money, you need to pay bills. So do something that you like, do something that you love, figure it the fuck out, apúrate. So bro, I feel like this world, this life that we live in, this city that we live in, this pace that everybody lives at, everybody's always on the next one, and on the next whip, and on the next bitch, and on the next job, and on the next flip, and on the next hustle, and the next scam, that we're living so fucking fast paced, bro, that shit flies by you, cuz. Like, it flies by you.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you gotta dedicate your own energy and time to what you like, because if not,
it flies by you.
Yeah, you get home from work, and then if you're healthy, you go to the gym, but that's time. And in the movie, Morpheus literally says time is always against us, and that's especially true if you're taking the blue pill, because once you get home, you have that 2-hour workout with your shower and your meal, whatever. Now what do you got left? You want to hustle for 3 hours, you can, but there goes your social life. So it's all about sacrifice too. That's why I respect you for leaving your hospital job or your medical job to then pursue your passion, because a lot of times that's what you have to do. You have to take a pay cut, and you have to sacrifice a lot of your time and energy and your social life to put the fucking time and energy into that grind, because no one's paying you to do that.
Brother, it was like,
it's actually costing you money. Like, not only is no one paying you to do that, you're investing in yourself and spending money that you sometimes don't have to try to make shit work.
Bro, I look back on it now, and like, I guess I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more now. But Timberland brought this shit up the other day. But I'm gonna start looking back and reflecting on shit. Because when I first started doing this shit, bro, me comí un cable, dog. Like, for the first 2 years, I didn't make a dime. I made videos for free. Because nobody cared to pay me. People didn't see the value in social media. They thought it was a fucking game. Like, they would see that and they didn't understand it. So therefore they were like, shit's fake. So bro, getting people to pay you, sponsor you, like, impossible, bro, in the beginning. So bro, for 2 years, there I am. At the time, my girlfriend, which is now my wife, and I'm trying to build a future with this individual, and I'm making no money. Like, she's sponsoring me. My mom is helping me get by because they see like what I'm doing and this passion. But bro, deep down inside, everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just the crazy motherfucker that's just like, I don't know, bro, but I feel like something's gonna happen. I don't know. So I just kept going, bro. And bro, 2 years of grinding. My wife, my girlfriend, my wife now at the time, again, sticking it out for me. And bro, tú sabes la cara que yo tengo que tener to tell her, like, mijita, yo tengo que comprar casa y todo lo esto. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck's happened in the last 2 years? Yeah, I know, pero tranquila. Bro, like, I was losing faith in me. I was depressed every day. For 2 years, it was like, it was love and fucking hell. That's what people don't know.
Yeah. That's why we made the Miami Hustle a thing, because what you said right now, I feel like is important for everyone to listen to, because people don't talk about that. So they hustle and they grind alone. No one knows what they're going through, but then it's all smiles when you see each other.
Yeah. That's how it always is, bro. People only see what there is to see. They don't know what's happened.
Again, shout out to the Miami Hustle, because this is the shit that is happening behind closed doors that nobody sees. And shout out to your wife, because
thank you.
That was another question that I was going to ask you too. Like, when I'm hustling, when I'm grinding, and I've been doing this shit for years. Like, I'm not a podcaster, I'm not a podcast host,
bro.
But this isn't what I do and what my hustle is. Like, you know, I have my own company, and that's what I really truly care about, and I've been doing that for the last 7 years. Bro, my social life is taking a hit. Like, I've had relationships that I can't handle, and then I break up with the girl because I'm like, look, I can't dedicate the time that you deserve for a man to give you.
You'll be all right, dog. Trust me.
No, I'm gonna be fine. I'll
Trust
be
me,
fine. I'm
bro.
just saying that's those things don't get talked about as much, but it's necessary because that's the shit that you will go through when you're hustling. Like it's inevitable.
Yeah, man. You'll find the right person, dog. Trust me. You gotta be with someone out there that is trying to do the same thing you're trying to do. Break out the matrix. Because if not, bro, if they don't see the vision, if they don't understand it, they don't get it, then it's always gonna be a problem, bro.
That's for sure a
100%.
prerequisite.
Yeah, definitely.
Trust me, I dealt with that, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with
Especially
you.
in Miami.
gonna be honest
We're not
with
in
you.
Nebraska, bro. You don't just chill and watch movies all day.
Nah,
There
yeah.
are things to do and people to see.
Yeah, I dealt with
And
what
if
you're
you-
talking about, and trust me, bro, it was the best thing that could have happened to me, bro. Because that dealing with that like individual, that person, showed me how right I was. Because that person would get mad at anything I did, because everything that I did was like making fun of them. And so it like drove them up the wall even more.
Sure.
So bro, that's
Yeah.
how it started, and that's how I knew like I was onto something. Like little like that's how things started flipping. And bro, yeah, bro, you'll find the right person, dog. This business, entertainment, Hollywood, and it's brutal. Bro, there's no time for sleep, dog. There's no time. It's a lot of time away from your family, bro. And this is like talking to you from someone like on a local level. This isn't even like national, global, nothing. These people don't even spend time at home, bro. These people on the road all year. It's brutal. It could be. It's great though, right? Like who's complaining, right?
Yeah. Gotta go through it.
You have to, like you said, you have to go through it to be able to handle that. Because
Yeah.
if you don't go through that shit and then you get this deal to start traveling the world and be away from your family and sacrifice all this time and energy that you never had to sacrifice,
lose it.
Yeah, good luck. You'll
You'll
crash.
lose it. Nah, you'll lose
But if
yourself,
you
dog.
come from the mud, like if you've been trying to get it, like you for 2 years, didn't get paid shit, people are looking at you like bro, because I've had those moments. I felt that so hard, and I'm sure other people will, about what you said about it's like, Chris, you don't have that degree yet, huh? Oh, but you're hustling. Oh, you're grinding, huh? Okay, well, it's gonna catch up. What are you gonna do? This and that. But we're happy for you. Yeah, bro. Until that check comes in, nothing,
Bro, trust me, it was like that, dog. It was like that. It's been like that until
It's a grind, bro.
not too long ago, man. Like, it's been like that, bro. But
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
like, I'm reflecting back on it now, dog, and the process has been. There's a reason why it happened, and I know exactly why it happened, bro. There's a reason why it happened, because if it would have happened any sooner, bro, I wouldn't be here, dog.
You have to go
Plain
through
and
shit
simple.
to get the shit that you want. You gotta become the person that is able to handle what you want in life. Because if everyone is given what they wanted, then like you said, it's just gonna be taken right away, or they won't even know what to do with it.
I met someone once that told me that God gives you what you can handle, and that's it. Not any more, not any less. Just what you can handle.
And also what you asked for. So he's gonna battle test you.
Sometimes be careful. That's why I tell you, sometimes be careful.
Sure.
Be careful what you ask for.
Damn, bro. Well, nah, this has been a great conversation. I feel like I respect everything that you've done for, like yourself, your family as well, because you have a family. There's people that don't have that, so I feel like that takes up a lot of your time and your energy as well.
No, bro, that doesn't take up time, bro. That's a blessing, dog. Straight up. Sometimes I want to work more than I want to, be with my family. Sometimes I want to be with my family more than I want to be at work. But it's a balance, dog. Everything's a balance, bro. Everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro, since my son was born, I just started working out. I've been 4 years since I haven't been able to work out. I've been going crazy for 4 years, dog. I've been working out my whole life, dog. So yeah, bro, everything's a balance, bro. Everything in time, man. That's how I've been, bro. I go with the flow, bro. I try not to like speed anything up. I try to be patient and just stay on my shit.
Yeah, Yuli, a big word that he used throughout the whole episode was consistency, and I feel like you're the same. You don't stop.
Yeah, man, discipline from baseball, bro. Like, you can ask I'm always, one thing with me, bro, is punctuality, dog. Like, if there's anything I don't give a fuck about, lazy, nah, bro, but punctuality with me over anything. So, arrive first, always. So I'm always the first guy in and the last guy out, dog. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be the first guy in, trust me. Like, that's always been my mentality.
It's like Kobe.
I wake up at 6, bro, and everybody's asleep, dog. Like, that's me. I wake up at 5 in the morning every day, bro.
I watched the clip today
There's
about
people who wake
Kobe.
up at 3, bro, but consistency. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying nothing. I'm simply saying that consistency goes a long fucking way with everything, bro. With everything, bro. With your word, with everything.
One thing about consistency, and also I feel like writing down your goals and knowing where you want to get in life, or at least trying to accomplish goals throughout the way, I feel like is a kind of, in a way, you're living in the future, because the more consistent you are with something, the faster you're gonna fail if you're gonna fail, but then the faster you learn. So the faster your goals are adapting to the person that you're becoming.
Correct.
So if you're not consistent with it, and if you're trying it once a week, maybe 2 times a week, and seeing how it goes, like you said, life is just gonna fly by.
Yeah, man.
And you're not going to get better, and you're not going to be living in those new goals, that new future that you could have for yourself.
Yeah, but like you said, I try to practice my craft every day. So if I were a fighter, I would try to box every day. If I were a bodybuilder, I got to lift weights every day. If I'm a comedian, I got to write every day. So I write every day. Every day I'm either writing a song, I'm either writing an idea down, I'm writing a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. I'm writing for my stand-up. I'm writing every day, write. Practice your craft. Every day I try to edit. I'm doing a million things, bro. A million things.
Yeah. There's a book that I read that's called Outliers, and it's about exactly that. Like, you can't become a master at your craft unless you put those 10,000 hours in. If you're not putting in the work, how can you expect to be one of the best?
So back to how all this shit started. Dog, when I started this shit, I didn't know how to work a camera. I got on YouTube and I learned how to edit, learned how to film, learned how to put the settings on the camera, learned how to do Adobe After Effects, learned how to do Photoshop, learned how to learned how to do green screen, learned how to like, bro, just learn.
Yeah.
Teach it. You want to learn. Like, back in the day, YouTube wasn't as strong as it is now, dog. If you want to learn how to do underwater basket weaving, there's a video on YouTube. I'm sure you can find out how to do that. So you can learn anything you want to learn now on the internet, straight up.
The greatest education you can get is on YouTube.
I feel like I've learned more from YouTube in the last 5 years than I learned from the Miami-Dade public education system in the last 18 years.
I say it all the time. I say it to everybody. I didn't learn shit.
That's how we started the
way
podcast.
more on the internet.
I feel like I watched one video on YouTube and I understood how the world functioned.
I feel like, speaking...
And my whole life in history, they've been telling me that the Romans and no, pinga. El billete, pinga, Romans, ni cojones. Straight up, bro.
Facts.
The internet, bro. The internet information, dude.
That's true.
But then, now we have is too much information.
Sure. But that's what goes back to, you need to be aware. You cannot be lost in your phone all day. Once you catch yourself, okay.
Yeah.
Put the timer on. Put that 15-minute timer on and see if you can adhere to that. Most people can't.
Nah, they can't.
Speaking of school, like the school system, I went to public schools. I don't know if you guys went to public or private.
I think it's raining, guys.
So, it's all good, bro. It's part of nature. But no, we'll wrap it up right now.
Just in case.
No, we're good. Well, we'll wrap it up. We're coming up on time. But the thing about school, bro, not only did you say you didn't learn shit, but, bro, the food there is trash. Like, I feel like we don't talk about that enough, but I thought about that the other day, and, like, I was always a free lunch person.
I had it too.
Bro, that shit was rough. Like, I don't know how we even survived with that one lunch a day.
I would do breakfast, and sometimes I'd skip lunch. I wouldn't eat lunch. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I had it chilling, dog, when I was in Southwest. After my fucking sophomore year, dog, that I popped off, I was in administration. I was in athletics department. I was the guy who sold pastelitos, bagels in the morning, dog. So I was straight chilling, dog. I was literally doing my rounds. Oye, que vuelta, pastelitos, bagels. Like, that was me, bro. And then I was a hustler, dog. I can't, bro. I used to hustle so many people. Talk about the Miami hustle, bro. You know what I used to do?
You're meant to be.
People would come up to me and be like, yeah, let me get a bagel and a pastelito. Yeah, no problem, dog. It's going to be $2.50. They'll give me like a $10 bill. I would shortchange them all the time. If it's not my fault, count your change, dog. You're trusting me to count your change. If somebody ever caught me slacking on the change, I'll be like, they'll be like, what is it, $7.50? Coño, my bad, dog. Go ahead, mira, que ya te lo besito. $8.50, my bad, bro. It's a lot of bills. Like, it's hard to count. But if nobody ever, you know how much money
I'm sure. I'm sure.
You know how much money I was making a day? I was making $100 a day. Yeah. Hundreds of dollars a day.
That's what's up,
you
man.
went by yourself with pastelitos?
The next day, no, bro, they would provide it to us.
Okay, I was gonna say.
But the next day, people would say, hey, you didn't take my change. I didn't? Coño, my bad, dog. Why not lose
there's no accountability.
Speaking of hustling, I did something kind of similar. But what I would do is when I was in middle school, I had a birthday and I had the most money I ever had in my life, and it was all cash because it was like aunts and uncles, $20 here, $20 here.
Yeah.
I had $250, bro. I felt like I was rich, and I loved it. And I had the choice. I could have bought a PS whatever it was, maybe a PS2 at the time, But then I was like, damn, but if I buy that, I don't have enough money for a video game. So I don't got shit. And then also I have no money. So I'm like, damn, I want more money. So I did my research. I went online, and I remember that I had sold chocolates when I was in elementary
World
school.
famous?
I looked up the world's finest chocolates. Bro, I realized that $250 worth of chocolates, if you flip it, $1 each, you can make $500. So I did it. I told my mom I didn't have a card, but I told my mom the plan, and I said,
Cómprame
look,
chocolate.
I swear, yeah. I said, look, I need this. I know you have a card. I have this cash. Make it happen. And she's like, "Tú estás loco?" Like, how? You know how much? I think it was like, bro, 500 chocolate bars. Yeah, 500 chocolate bars in my utility room.
It's funny.
Yeah. So then what I would do, my hustle was, my sister in the Boys and Girls Club, she was in elementary school at the time, and she was playing soccer. So after her soccer practice, I would tell my mom, let's go. She's picking up, my sister. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna take my boxes. But then I would have my sister carry it when she was, dirty, sweaty, right after practice. Super cute little girl coming up to these people, bro. They would give her money and be like, here's $5. Don't even worry, I don't want chocolate. And I just be there looking at her like, let's go.
Hey,
and then
doing it.
I ended up, bro, it was the best.
Start crying, mama. Start crying. Llora.
Sometimes she would have like a little attitude because she didn't want to do it, but I'm like, come on, I'm gonna pay you. But I ended up, she was in elementary school, so I gave her $20. Out of the 500, that's pay off my little employee.
Hey,
$20 is a big thing in elementary school.
It's a lot, bro. You
But
know
the
how many ice
best
creams you can buy
part,
with that?
bro, yeah, I'm saying. So, but so she was happy. My employee was happy. That's the most important thing. Bro, the best part about this whole experience is that when I sold everything, I had $500 of straight singles, pretty much with no bank account. So I would put it under my mattress, bro. I swear, once a week at least, or whenever I'm bored, bro, I would just open it up, take all my singles, put it on my bed, and just start counting that shit.
Future
Bro, it was a
stripper
great
right
feeling.
here,
It was a great feeling.
Nah, man, I've done it. I've done that. I've been there.
I'm sure you have, bro. Like, cause you said how you were saying. Like, I'm sure you came back with so much cash, and it's a good feeling.
I've done it.
Nowadays, it's all nothing but numbers.
Yeah, bro.
It's
That's
just
it. It's all digital. Now you gotta go like this.
Yeah,
It's there.
bro.
It's there. It feels
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, now the money's fake.
Well, fuck it, bro.
That's
Anyways, yo, we're coming up on time, but we appreciate your time.
Appreciate
we
you
appreciate
guys.
your
Oh, yeah,
energy,
man.
because when somebody's hustling, going after their dreams and what they want, your energy is the most important and valuable thing. Like we talked about, the Matrix. So appreciate that, and we're gonna keep having you on. Hopefully, whenever you feel comfortable
Sure.
again, maybe next
Yeah,
year when you're starting
gotta
up
bring the
your
drone
next
out, dog.
venture.
We gotta bring
Yeah,
the drone
bro.
out.
Yeah, let's collab.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
windy now. You see the wind?
It'll be tough
No,
to
but this will be
fly.
alright. This will be alright.
You sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is-
Yeah, we adjust, bro.
This is fine. This is fine.
No,
Flying
it
shit in the
would be-
ocean, dog.
in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's fire. Hey, next time we'll have the drone out here.
I'm gonna bring it out next time. Promise.
Yeah,
Dale.
Nah, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me on.
no,
It's been real. The view's been nice. The breeze has been good. I'm not gonna complain. It's been. I haven't heard a lot of beeping, so I think the traffic's died. I could probably go home now and be all right.
we got one
Yeah.
plane. That's it.
You got a plane?
No, I'm saying we only had one.
We
plane.
only have one plane. That's right,
Yeah.
dog. And you guys are like in the middle of a fuck you
Yeah,
zone.
it's not
right?
bad, bro.
It
when
is
it
a fuck you zone.
when it
big
gets
fuck
bad,
you
I
zone.
call MIA Airport and I tell them, yo, you gotta stop that shit. You got a podcast. At least for the next 2 hours.
They got 3 lined up right there on the way.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They know what's up, bro.
Ahí
They
están.
listen. That's why we're wrapping it up. But yeah, bro, until next time, we
Yo, I
appreciate you.
guys. My God.
Hustle continues, always.
The Miami Hustle. Oof.
Yes, sir.
Peace.